controversial, but absolutely true, and it is this. I have come to a new understanding of Marxism and socialism, that socialism actually does work. It does work, and I do believe that totalitarianism is the best form of government in my home. Totally willing. I'm willing to subsidize my children. They do live in a socialist household. I am willing to subsidize my children. I am willing to take care of them, even if they don't work up to a point. And when it comes to totalitarianism in my home, you're exactly right. My wife and I will decide what our children eat. We will decide where they go to school. I will decide how much money they have access to. I will decide how much television time they have access to. I'll decide when they get up and when they go to bed, what temperature the house is. Yep, that's mine. Dad, it's cold. Good, get a blanket. Why don't we turn on the... Nope, get a blanket. But I get a blanket. I'm totally down with totalitarianism. I will decide when they leave the house. I will decide when they can date. I will decide when they need to be back. I'll decide who they can play with. I'll decide who they can't. I'll even decide. I will make their church decisions for them until they're old enough to live on their own. You're getting up to go to church, but Dad, I don't want to go. You're getting up and you're going to church. But that's where totalitarianism ends. That is where socialism ends. Because when they become adults, they are free to live their lives as they choose. And we call that liberty. Ask people, what is liberty? Oh, that's freedom. Not really. Not really. Define freedom. Well, that's liberty. No. We can play that game all day. Define liberty. Define freedom. What is it? Liberty comes from doing the right things and then choosing how to live your life. Freedom, you can have freedom to do anything. Freedom, yeah! Freedom to go kill a bunch of people. Well, freedom doesn't last very long unless you understand responsibility, too. And that's why I have a home that is a totalitarian home. And it becomes less and less totalitarian as the kids become more and more responsible. Because I am trying to teach them to have liberty and freedom. A way for them to go out and make their own way. Make their own choices. The government is not the parent of my child. It is not the parent of me. Period. The government doesn't have a right to tell me what to do. The government doesn't have a right to tell my children what to do or how to do it. I will make those decisions, and I will live with those consequences. That's liberty. I will make the decision, and I will live with the consequence. Whether they're good or bad, I made the decision. I have a right to be free. But as more and more people are born to single parents, as more and more people are born to broken homes and broken people, the government sees more and more opportunity. The government says it's an opportunity to become people's parents because we have to be their parents. It's about the children, you know. No, it's not. It's about totalitarianism. It's not about the children. It gives the government a chance to control not just who's born in poverty, but control everyone. You think they really want to help the children? More than enough money has been spent over the past 50 years to help the children and to see if that really helps the children. It doesn't help the children. It causes dependency. It causes despondency. It causes poverty. The cycle continues. Socialism, totalitarianism, I'm totally fine with that in my own home. No place else. So God help me. Or should I say, so God help us. because we actually know the truth. And we know the truth comes from nature itself and nature's God. I'll serve God. I'll serve my family. I'll serve my neighbors. But Washington, leave me alone.